Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Deck it quick. While the average man looking at this, it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, roll with the marijuana. Waking up with the thunder, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit them up with this resistance. Watch them roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, still in my same making profit. They used to watch me move them packets. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profit. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profit. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profit.
That TTG money gang.
Hey, make profit.
We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Market keeps on churning, keeps on pumping. The little engine that could keeps on chugging along. Markets are starting to move back higher. We bounce off that key support level that we've been talking about. You've been following our live streams for the last week or two. We've been talking about that support level in the low 430s. Used to be big resistance. Now it's big support. And that support level has given you about a $7 move to the upside over the last 3 days. The data that continues to come out in this market is still stronger than expected. The labor report came out. Not the labor report, jobless claims numbers today. Under expectations, well under expectations. Like 25 or 30,000 under the expectations. Continuing jobless claims. 19,000 under expectations. So the labor market still remains tight as all hell. And GDP actually better than expected. Q1 GDP 2.0. The expectation was 1.4. So that recession is still nowhere near to be seen. It's nowhere in sight. Not at 2% GDP. It certainly isn't. And that was Q1. So now, as we've been rolling through, Q2, people are talking about what is that Q2 number going to be, but Q1, 2% versus 1.4 expected. That's a big number higher than 1.4. So the economy is still strong. The labor market is still strong. And that's how the markets continue to move to the upside. A lot of people feel like the markets are overbought. A lot of people feel like the markets are overextended, but they can still go higher. Okay. It can still go higher. And if you continue to short the market just because you think this doesn't make sense, you're going to get hurt and you're going to lose a lot of money. And by the time the market actually finally does pull back, you will have already lost so much money that it just doesn't really matter. I'm not a believer of I'm not wrong, my timing's just off. Nope, because this market can go all the way to 450 and then pull back, but you're going to lose a lot of money before that happens. So the timing of the moves that you make as a trader, they matter. Now, if you're a long-term investor and you're holding for many years, doesn't matter as much. But if you're a trader, whether you're a day trader or a swing trader, time does matter to you, especially if you're an options trader. If you're an options trader and you have expiration dates, you need a stock or the markets to make a specific move before a specific day in order for you to be able to benefit from it. So time does matter. And right now, if you continue to be short, the markets continue to punish you. And you're also missing out on some really good trade opportunities as stocks like Apple are at all-time highs. What we're going to do today on this live stream is we're going to talk about the data that comes out tomorrow, because tomorrow is also a huge piece of information. You're getting PCE inflation data tomorrow. You're getting personal income and personal spending data as well. If there's any type of a surprise in the PCE data tomorrow, that could see the markets pull back and the markets are right at a major resistance level, that if you get a negative piece of data at the resistance level, that would accelerate selling pressure. And you can look for a nice red day tomorrow to close out the week. And we can then ride that to the downside if the data gives you that green light. But so far, the data has told you short is not the way to go. So that number comes out early in the morning before the market opens. I'll be live with members in True Trading Group to walk them through that. But we'll talk about on this live stream what to expect, kind of a if this, then that type of scenario, whether or not the inflation data tomorrow comes in light or hot. What's the game plan? What are the stocks I'm going after if the number is hot? What are the stocks I'm going after if the number is light? And where do I think the overall markets go from that? I'm also going to open things up to a big blanket Q&A session with you guys, so you guys can ask me whatever it is that's on your mind. You want me to take a look at individual stocks, so you have questions about trading in general. We're all going to go through all that as well. And we're also giving away $1,500 right here on this live stream. So 3 of you are going to win $500 each. So good luck. Welcome, folks. My name is Michael Edward Paranati. I go by Michael Edward. I've been trading and investing for over 17 years. I began my career working at T3 Alpha Fund right out of college, my very first job. And I had to go through a 3-month educational training program before they let me touch $1 of their money. That's where I learned how to become a trader. Then you fast forward and 2008 happened. And that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but it was also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now I'm the head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group, and along with 9 professional trading mods and a 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries in True Trading Groups. We're truly a global community. We're the fastest growing and highest rated because we combine university level trading and investing courses similar to the professional level of education that I received working at the fund in New York. We combine that with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, for day trading, swing trading, and for also long-term investing. Something for everybody inside True Trading Group. We take that university level curriculum and we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year. These are tools that give you more information, plain and simple. They help you make better decisions. They increase your chances of success. You should be using them. The problem is they're a lot of money. I get it. $5,000. If you pay for these directly to the companies that offer them. That's why we spent years building relationships with those companies so we can put their products and tools on our platform at no additional cost to you. You guys don't have to pay for them. Saves you $5,000 a year. You also get access to our members. Our members are the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you are ever going to find. And of course, the trade alerts from myself and the group of mods that cumulatively have been able to maintain a win rate on all executions of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So if you're ready to learn trading profit for real, you folks have come to the right place, because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here with myself, other TeachD Pro trading mods, and special guests. Drop golden nuggets, information, education, lessons, commentary, trade ideas that can help you guys become better traders. So take a moment and smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, make sure you guys never miss out on any of these lives. So like I told you before, we're giving away $1,500 here today. So 3 of you are going to win $500 on this live stream, but all of you are going to be armed with the education, the game plan, and the resource, have the very best chance of making money in the markets coming up here for tomorrow. So pay attention, because in just a moment, I will give you the first of 2 code words. Okay. So in just a moment, I will give you the first of 2 code words, with the second code word coming in towards the later middle of this live stream. Then towards the end of the stream, we're going to put everyone's name into a random name picker that is called the Wheel of Names. We will then spin that wheel live right here. And if your name is called, you will have 5 minutes to send a text message to the phone number that we put up on the screen with both code words. You must know both code words in order for you to win. If you do not know the 2 code words, then we will just simply skip you, have to spin again until we get ourselves a winner. We're going to do that 3 times. So 3 people are going to win $500 going into this holiday weekend. If you win, how do you get the money? Have a PayPal or Venmo account. It is just that simple. Then we will go ahead and we will send you guys the $500. The first code word for today is independence. The first code word is independence. Independence. That is the first code word of the giveaway. Independence. That is code word number 1. Remember, in order for you to win the $500, you must know both code words. You must know both code words. Okay? Must know both code words, guys. All right? So now I want to just kind of update you guys on kind of where we are in case you missed our live stream last night, because I kind of made a big announcement on our live stream last night. Like some of you may know that as a company, True Trading has been in a little bit of a weird place. And I talked about this last night. I just want to give a quick recap in case you guys missed the live stream last night. But we've been trying to figure out how to move forward, like what makes sense for us as a company. You know, a huge part of True Trading Group, what makes True Trading Group different, is that we set out to create TTG. Like the idea was that we want to have, of course, the education, the chat room, the trade alerts, but there's a lot of tools and a lot of other resources that traders need that cost a hell of a lot of money, but I know that it improves your chances of success. So we wanted to give people a full solution instead of the circus of upsells that there are in the industry, where you join somewhere, you maybe pay $150 a month but then they upsell you on everything. You want courses, that's another $1,000. You want a scanner, that's $500. You want a simulator, that's $200. You want to be able to talk to one of the head traders, that's another $500. You want to go to this, that's another $200. And before you know it, you're $2,000-$3,000 in, and you haven't learned a single thing yet. And then you got to go and you got to buy all these other additional tools. We didn't want to do that at True Trading Group. That's what makes us different. We wanted to give everybody a full solution, right? But we say all the time, TTD is a business. And because it's a business, there's several parts of this that we've been trying to figure out. And one of those parts is pricing and managing the growth of all of that. We did our first live stream in November of 2019. We had about 500 people that were part of True Trading Group at that time. And now we've got thousands in 115 different countries. So we've come a very long way. And yes, COVID had a lot to do with that growth. But that growth, net interest, is still here. A lot of our competitors have seen a drastic slowdown in interest and demand. But we are maintaining and seeing that growth. And it's because the interest is different. The interest was irrational exuberance, pie in the sky, everything go moon during COVID. Everybody was home. Everybody had all the time in the world. Everybody had extra money to play with. But the reasons why we're seeing the interest now is actually very different. It's here now because it's been enough time that all the people that have joined, that have been members, where they've now told family members, they've told friends, they've told coworkers. That groundswell from thousands and thousands of people is not just sustaining, but ultimately is catapulting True Trading Group to the next level, because members are having success. Members are learning. Members have their long-term portfolios are now filled with companies like AMD and Palo Alto and NVIDIA and Microsoft, instead of RIVN and Robinhood and AMC and Wish and GNUS and NIO. Right? The long-term portfolios look very different today than they looked in 2021 and 2022. And these people are having success trading and generating additional and supplementing their income. Some people have gone on to quit their jobs and have become full-time traders. And that groundswell is what is now driving the growth in True Trading Group. And if you've been watching the live streams for the last week, my partner Adam and I have really been struggling trying to figure out the appropriate path forward with our annual membership, because our annual membership is unheard of in this industry. It's nothing that any company other than us offers, nor will they. And that's what makes us very different, right? Because we just include all of our courses and all of our tools with the annual membership at one very low, affordable price, right? Every other company charges for the upcharge for courses and different chat rooms, different alert types, different tools and scanners. They've charged you for everything, but this is why we have grown. This is why we have grown as much as we have in the time frame that we have, because we provide a different way for people to have access to this information, to keep it within reach for those that want it. I do this every night on this live stream, but I want you guys to pay attention, and I'll ask this question again, because this is why we're having success now. It's because members are successful. And don't take my word for it. Members, do me a favor and type the number 1 in chat right now. If you're making money and you guys are becoming better traders because of TTG, I'd like you to go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now. So anyone that's watching this live, if you're not a member of TTG, my advice is just to pay attention to how many people are going to type the number 1 on the side of the screen that are telling you that they're making money, they're becoming better traders. And this is why they have gone on to tell their friends, their families, their coworkers, all these people that are typing number 1, they've all probably have told at least 1, maybe 2, sometimes 5 or 10 different people about True Trading Group. I had someone that I talked to the other day that is a lifetime member now. And I talked to that person. We were doing a one-on-one mentor session. And you want to know how that person found out about True Trading Group? They were talking about stocks while they were driving for Uber. And one of their Uber passengers was a member of True Trading Group. And that passenger told that Uber driver, hey, you should really check out TTG. They do live streams every day after the close. Like, just check them out on YouTube. That person then came on this live stream just like you are right now, and they listened to the information and the analysis and the lessons that myself and the other professional traders from TTG provide to you on a daily basis on these lives. And that person realized that, wow, I learned more in in an hour and a half listening to this live stream than I did in the past year by myself. And that person then became a member of True Trading Group. And it's because of all these people that you saw typing number 1 that word of mouth has begun to spread even further. Those people are not bots that you just saw type the number 1, guys. They're real people. And the crazy part is that I know I just said when I asked the question, hey, if you're making money because of TTG, but it's not because of TTG. All we did was deliver exactly what we said that we were going to do. But these people took the ball and they ran with it. You know, a lot of these people don't even follow a lot of the moderators' trades. A lot of them make their own trades. That's our goal. Our goal at your trading group is for you to be able to have the education to identify high probability setups, but also have the confidence to execute on those high probability setups when you see them, right? That's the goal. You can follow all the alerts if you want. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, we've been able to maintain amongst all executions among all of our moderators as a group of a win rate of just around 80% are going on the last 3 years. But I don't just want somebody to just follow alerts. I want you to be able to identify your own setups. I want you to be able to identify your own opportunities and have the confidence to pull the trigger on them. And I'm not suggesting that you do this, but if you did do this, if all you did was come into your trading group, learn what you're doing, and then follow some of the alerts, you got a really decent chance of having some success just based on these numbers alone and just based on the amount of people that you just saw type the number one. Right? These people, that's what they did. People typed number one, that's what they did. And then they realized that they saw this could work and they doubled down. And they went ahead and they put forth the effort, they put forth the focus. And that's why they're starting to achieve their goals. Well, those people that typed number one, they, you know, some of them maybe never joined another group in the past. They have like some fairy tale story where they joined, you know, they found the live stream, they joined True Trading Group and everything's been great, right? But that's not a lot of other people's truth. That's actually not most people's truth. The majority of truth for people is that most people, unfortunately, have lost a tremendous amount of money trying to do this on their own. They're trying to figure out who's real, who's not. They feel stuck. They feel hopeless. A lot of people eventually just quit. They feel stuck where they're at. And that's extremely unfortunate because the system is designed to do exactly that. The system is designed for you to go to your job, earn your salary, and just stay exactly where you are, stay in your lane, know your role, know your place, and don't ever get ahead. Don't you dare. Don't you dare think for 1 second that you've got the time or the resources or you deserve to actually get ahead. How dare you? No, you're supposed to stay right exactly where you are because that's how the system is designed. That's how the system is designed. And even if you don't believe a single thing that I say on this live stream, even if you thought every person that typed number one was fake, which they're not, you know that what I'm saying is true because you've experienced it yourself, just like so many other people have. Now, for us, there's a very fine line between trying to grow a business and trying to keep something within reach for people. And on the other hand, we take a lot of pride in the fact that we've been able to remain so affordable for people for so long, and we've taken great pride in that. But you know something's up when your own members are telling you that your price is too low. When our own members are telling us you should raise the price, you should raise the price. And we went back and forth on this. Adam and I went back and forth. And the idea was, well, maybe do we maybe take away some of the tools and offer like a cheaper entry, like annual membership, that's a lower price, but not give access to all the tools. And we thought to ourselves, that's doing a disservice to our members because we've seen tens of thousands of members that have come through True Trading Group, tens of thousands of retail traders. We know it works. We know it doesn't work. I don't want you to join our platform and I sell you a quarter of the solution. To think that you're going to have the same chance of success with a quarter of the solution is silly. I want you to be successful when you join True Trading Group. I want you to be one of the people that types the number one. Because after all, that's how word of mouth spreads, and that's how our community grows, and that's how our company grows. Because our members actually have success. So I want to set you up from day one with the very best chance of being successful. Now, if I just sell you access to a chat room with no courses, with no tools, with no workshops, with no mentorship, with no help, the chances of your success is significantly lower than if I were to give you all of those things up front. And if you are successful, then you will stay with True Trading Group for life. As so many of our members have gone on to upgrade to become lifetime members. Guys, maybe type the letter L if you're a lifetime member and you guys are on this live stream. You're about to see how many people are lifetime members of True Trading Group. Okay, type the letter L if you guys are lifetime members of True Trading Group. You guys can see for yourself how many people are going to be lifetime. Why do you think someone would join a lifetime membership to our community if they were not having success, if they were not progressing, if they were not becoming better traders? Why would they join us for life? It's because these people realize that everything that they have seen, True Trading Group is the best place to be. that they know that with this education, with this platform, with this mentorship, they can have success. They can achieve what they have strived for years. It's a fine line, guys, between appropriately charging for a service and charging something that's basically at cost. And that's what we've been doing for the last couple of days. Well, Adam and I tried to figure out what to do with this membership. We tried, we lowered the price and we've been basically selling it at cost. But I think it's worth noting that an annual subscription to a lot of other companies out there would probably cost you anywhere from $1,800 to $2,500. And like I said, maybe $150 a month, somewhere along those lines. And that's before they upsell you any one of their courses or scanners or tools. So what we have decided to do is that we are walking the price of our membership up every night. Every night that I do one of these live streams, the price of this membership is going higher until we get to the $1,800 to $2,000 price mark for the entire year. Now we'll have sales on major holidays. We'll have sales, but the price that you're seeing this evening, which is $810 for the entire year, you're never going to see that price again. This is the July 4th sale. Don't say, oh, well, I'm going to wait till the 4th because it's going to be cheaper than it is now. It's not. I'm telling you right now, this is it. This is the July 4th sale. It's $810 right now. And then tomorrow it's going to be more. And then next week it's going to be even more. And then on Tuesday of July 4th, it's going to be more. This is the July 4th sale. I'm so confident in that. I have no problem. I'll give you a price match guarantee. I don't care. So if I do, let's say July 4th comes and all of a sudden the price is $750, no problem. I'll refund you this $60. I'll give it right back to you. I'm dead serious because it's not going to be cheaper. This is as low as the price is going to get. So we're going to leave this. We're going to limit the spots every single day. We're going to limit the spots every single day. And then whether those spots fill or midnight happens, whichever comes first, the price then goes up. So you can go to ttgoffer.com right now and use the coupon code TTG121. You got to manually click apply code. The price will drop to $810. That is a 63% discount off the regular price if you were to go to the site without the coupon code. Well, you're here on this live stream, so use the coupon code. You have to manually type TTG121, click apply code, and the price will then drop down to $810 for the entire year. Now, that includes all of our courses and all of our tools. Joe, why don't you do me a favor and post up the link to the syllabus inside chat so people that are interested can actually see a list of the curriculum and the courses that they're going to have access to when they do become a member. This is a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned when I went through the 3-month educational training program at the firm in New York City. Okay. So it's every single course. Click the link. You guys can see it. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got it. It's all included. But you also get our tools. Benzinga Pro's newsfeed, congressional trading data, insider trades by management members. If you were to go to Benzinga and pay for that stuff on your own, it will cost you over $1,000 a year. You get that when you join TTG, you pay just $810, plus all of our courses, plus Quote Media's full book level 2, Trading View's premium charting software, a simulator that lets you trade stocks, options, crypto, and futures with fake money but real-time data, the Trade Ideas scanners on our platform, streaming for you guys to use every day, our proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data, a trading journal that tracks all your trades and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics, a social sentiment scanner, analyst ratings and downloadable stock profile reports that tell you how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating, watch lists from the mods, exactly what stocks we're focused on with entry points and exit points. All of this is included. You do not need to pay $1 more to have access to any of those things that I just mentioned when you join True Trading Group for $810. That is what makes us different. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121. Click apply code. The price drops down to $810. And the price you pay today is the price you pay for life. So when you join True Trading Group, you are grandfathering yourself in at that price. So next year, our membership could be $2,200. You only pay the $810 to renew your membership. And that's important because 78% of our members renew. 78% of all members of True Trading Group have either renewed their membership or they just have become lifetime members. You saw before how many people typed the letter L when I said, hey, if you're a lifetime, type L. You saw how many people typed lifetime. So that's why I'm pretty confident you're going to want to renew your membership, because 78% of our members have. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,200 reviews. And I'll also offer you a double your money back guarantee. I know I talk a big game on these live streams, but I put my money where my mouth is. And it's because I feel confident in the platform and the product that we've created. Plain and simple. Now, I don't think you need this, but I'm going to give it to you anyway, because give you peace of mind and hold us accountable. Anyone that joins True Trading Group right now for $810, if you go through our courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group, and actually utilize the platform that you're subscribing to, log into our platform 50 times, not just 4 times. Like, oh, I didn't make my money back. Yeah, you log in 4 times for the whole year. Like, utilize the platform that you're subscribing to. If you can make back $810 at least one time during your membership, I'll give you back double your money, $1,620. I'll give you back double. Now, I can do that because we've only had to give a refunds to roughly 2.4% of all of our members in True Trading Group. If our refund rate was 15 or 20%, I wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back. We'd go out of business. But since it's that low, I can offer you double your money back. I can give you that peace of mind. I can hold ourselves accountable when you guys join. You're not joining True Trading Group to watch other people make money. You're joining so that you guys can hopefully make money. And that's why we base the money back guarantee on your P&L and nothing else. Now, if you are a trial member currently, or maybe you used to be a trial member, or you used to be an annual member, and you guys want to join for the 810 price point, you have to send a text message, because we have to whitelist your email. 786-505-4049. Again, that's 786-505-4049. You can also text that number. It's on the bottom of your screen. You can also text that number. Okay. You can also text that number if you have any questions. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. You have questions, text us. We'll answer any questions that you guys have. All right. So there you have it, folks. Again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. All right. All right, gang. So with that now being said, I want to actually introduce you guys to my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group, someone with over a decade of public markets experience and an absolute genius guru and multiple business creator, the ultimate entrepreneur, the man, the myth, the legend, the crypto.
I'm gonna vomit if you continue.
I was gonna keep going too. I had more.
We're good.
I was gonna keep going, man. I was. Everyone give a big AO to my business partner and co-founder, Adam.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey guys.
Hey guys. So I'm feeling a little generous right now, and what I'm gonna do is we're giving away $1,500 on this live stream, and we had our members fill out the form to register, but I want to give people that are non-members a chance to win as well. So why don't we do this? If you're not a member of True Trading Group and you want a chance to win a free $500 today, can you guys go ahead and type TTG in chat right now before we get started? Just go ahead, type TTG in chat right now before we get started. Let me know.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, let's do that. So if you guys are on the live stream, you can have a shot at the $500.
Yeah, there's no strings attached, nothing. As long as you're not a member.
We got Matt Stryker. Let's see. Oh, they're coming too fast now. We got Tim, Prosperidad, Thomas, Big Papa, Chris, Anthony, Denise, Alan, Gerald, Liz, Christian, Bun May, Tim, Alan, another Alan, Anya, TWM, La Pantera. So we got a lot of new faces that are with us here today.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Everyone,
show.
All right, so all you need to do in order to register for this is this. Let me go ahead and I'll show you. So Joe, take them off the screen real quick. Thanks.
No, we just lost Joe, Adam.
Yeah, I see that. And the chat overlay is also okay. No problem. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna post a link inside of chat. Right? What you want to do is you want to click the link that I'm gonna post. It's a Survey Monkey, or like a Survey Monkey, right? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's very simple. It is. Ooh, hang on one second. This will take you all 2 minutes of your time. Okay. Here's what it is. Let me share my screen. Very simple. I just put this together very, very quick. Okay. You put in your name. You could just put your first name. Put in your email. It's got to be a valid email because we have to know how to contact you, right? If you win. And then, are you a TTG member? Yes or no. Non-TTG members fill this out. I put, are you a TTG member? Yes or no, because for sure some of our members are going to click this link just to click it to fill it out. So I wanted to be able to differentiate. But that's all you got to do. Name, email, and select whether or not you are a current, meaning that you have a current paid subscription to True Trading Group. And that's it. I will then export all the names and put them into the list with everybody else. Okay? That's it, literally as simple as that. All right? Not a bad trade-off.
Awesome.
So I'm going to post it now.
Good luck, guys.
I'm going to spam it in the chat a little bit, a little spam. And then I'm going to pin it in the top of chat. So it is pinned in the top of chat right now. Just click that link. And there you go. And then in about 20, 30 minutes, make sure you're on here because you're going to need both code words. We gave the first code word at the beginning of the stream. I'll give it one more time. The first code word is independence. In about 20, 30 minutes, we're going to give another code word. You'll need both code words to win, so you got to stick around. That's all part of the game. All right? So
pay for the steaks and the fireworks that you're going to be setting off in a couple of days. You doing a big fireworks thing at your house again, Adam, like you always do?
I was going to, but it's my wife's 40th birthday this past week. I love you, Sarah. And she wants to just kind of mourn.
Okay.
So nobody's allowed to do anything fun for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love you, Sarah.
So.
All right. Well, good luck, guys. Click that link, fill it out, and you guys will have a shot at $500. Like I said, we're gonna give $500 to 3 people on this live stream in about 15, 20 minutes.
Yep. So let's see here. Again, click the link only if you're a non-member of True Trading Group, or you're not a non-member, not a member of True Trading Group. Let's see what we got. And wouldn't you know, 53.13% filled out the form and are totally members. There you go.
I want to see, this is pretty incredible. We got a comment from TG member Rican. It says, if I win the $500, likely not, can I trade it for one person of no means to become an annual member?
So here's the only reason why I don't want to do that, right? Is it becomes tricky. We've had members that have had really good. Yeah, don't worry if the link says 627. I did this very quickly. So just imagine it says 629. We're good. So here's the thing. We are not going to. We want people to join True Trading Group, obviously, but we don't want you to join True Trading Group if you are hard up for money. If you are really struggling for money and you have to decide between placing a trade and paying your car bill or your mortgage or your food, then you shouldn't be signing up to True Trading Group. That is not what should happen.
Right.
There's a time and a place to do this, and that ain't it. So if somebody is so destitute that they don't have $810 to sign up, I would tell them not to sign up. Not because we don't want you here. Of course we want you here. But we don't want you to lose, because losing is a part of trading. You're not just going to sign up and make money 100% of the time.
Right.
So what if the first 2 trades you have are losing trades?
Right.
Well, yeah, you got a $300 membership because somebody kicked in $500, but now you just blew up your $500 account.
Yeah.
What happens then?
Guys, we'll be here. We tell people, Adam brings up just a really good point, and we mean it sincerely. We don't mean it in a negative or condescending way at all. We mean it so sincerely. If $810 is like make or break for you, get your financial situation in order, right? Like maybe get yourself another job that pays more. Try to pick up a second gig to try to, get your financial situation in order. Get that house in order first. And then when you're ready and you're in a better place and you're in a better financial spot and your head, because you also trading is a mind F. The psychology goes into trading can really spin you and throw you for a loop. So if your back's up against the wall and you're using the last bucks that are in your checking account to join TG because you think that could be the answer, and could it be the answer? Sure, it could be, but you don't want to put yourself in a situation like that with your back up against the wall, because it's also possible that you could lose money. So
it's not just possible. You will lose money.
Well, I mean, like net, like total, like obviously.
Oh, yeah. I just, look, I feel bad because you want people to be able to be a part of it, but there are some people, man, that are literally like have $200 in their checking account. This is not the time for you to start messing around in the stock market.
Yeah.
And that's just us being, forthcoming and so on, So anyways, I hope nobody took that the wrong way. It was not meant in a negative way.
Yeah.
But that's all.
Just being real. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, somebody says, "Oh, it's brutally honest." I don't know if it's brutal. It's honest.
No, it is brutally honest, man. You got to think about what other companies say. There's other companies out there that tell people to second mortgage their home so that they could afford a $15,000 in-person mentor package. Like, that's not what you're going to get from us. I'll tell you, sometimes I tell you not what you want to hear, but I tell you what I think you need to hear. And that, I think, is one of the biggest difference between the transparency and the honesty that you get at your trading group versus some other places.
Yeah, I agree. All right, we got 90 people that have clicked the link so far. In about a minute or so, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. I'm going to go ahead and turn the survey off. So make sure that you click the link if you're not a member of True Trading Group. So if you're just joining us, here's what's happening. We're going to give away $1,500 in the next 20 minutes. I am giving non-members of True Trading Group. If you're a non-member of True Trading Group, meaning you do not have a paid subscription with us, if you click the link in chat right now and you put in your name and your email, because we have to have a way to contact you if you win, and you answer, "Are you a member? Yes or no?" If you do that, I will put your name in the list of people that are going to win the $500 each. 3 people. Okay? So that's it. So make sure to click that link if you're new or you're not a member of True Trading Group. Okay? All right. So let's go over some stuff. Also, True Trading Group members, Chris Toner is doing an open workshop, an open 2-hour workshop that will be recorded in the main chat room from 6:15 to 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Okay?
Open study group session, baby. Totally free.
Yep. So I will open the chat room up at 5:30, right after we do the giveaway. And then you guys can come in, and we will start at 6:15.
Cool.
All right. So just to let everyone know. And anyone that signs up, you can attend it as well. Okay. Which is a nice treat. All righty. So I really thought we were going to sell off pretty hard today.
Why'd you think that?
Because this was the first, like, it was the first, not, I don't want to say the first, but it was like, I don't know. It was like, okay, Powell, you saw that bad news, you saw for a while that bad news is bad news and good news is good news. And then today you saw that good news is bad news because it supports Powell's, what everyone thinks that he's lying about.
Yeah. You saw that, we saw that pre-market. This is something I actually talked about with members before the market opened, because when these numbers came out, and the numbers were good, right? Jobless claims under expectation, significantly under, like 20 or 30,000 less than what they thought. It was like 230 something thousand when it was expected to be 260 something thousand. It was expected, I think, 265 or 264, and it came in the 230s. So big miss in a good way to the downside. And the GDP number comes in at 2.0 when it was expected 1.4. So that shows you just how strong the labor market and the economy still is, right? That's what it shows you. And the market actually went down when that number came out. And I was talking to members in chat about, this is weird, because for a while, for the last couple of months, good news has been good news. In 2022, good news was bad news. Strong economy meant higher inflation, meant more aggressive Fed, right? That was 2022. So the 2022, when you had higher than expected consumer spending, higher than expected consumer confidence, higher than tighter labor market, the market actually went down because it was like, oh, Jerome Powell is gonna be super aggressive in raising rates. But after you got through the big chunk of the rate hikes, and the big 9% inflation number has now come all the way down to 4%. Now it's no longer a matter of, oh, is Jerome Powell going to be aggressive? The market has shifted its thoughts to, okay, well, now good news is good news because it's no longer inflation and Jerome Powell that we're worried about. It's now, well, is there going to be a soft landing or a recession? So now when data comes out, strong economic data goes into the soft landing bucket, markets move higher. When weak economic data comes out, it goes to the recession bucket, markets move lower. And that's the way it's been for the last couple of months. But a couple of days ago, the last 3 times Jerome Powell has spoke in public, he has reiterated inflation is not coming down to 2% until 2025. He said we're going to be raising rates further. He said we are not going to cut rates, but the market doesn't believe him. The market still thinks that we're only getting one more rate hike and then there's going to be a rate cut. The market still thinks that. Based on the Fed funds futures, that's what the market is anticipating. Jerome Powell is not saying that's what's going to happen. So
yeah, hang on. I got a quick question. I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is a great question from Mark. I kind of know the answer. I know that it's not supposed to matter, but does a higher value stock, does a higher price stock, overall stock market, does that matter to the Fed?
I think so, absolutely. Because it's because of what's called the wealth effect. So when the stock market goes up, people feel wealthier because on paper they are. They look at their 401k balance. They feel good about the financial situation that they're in. They're more likely to spend more money. So when you have a stock market that's going higher, it gives the Fed more freedom and more brass to go on and do what they need to do and be more aggressive if they feel that they need to. If the markets are crashing right? There's a direct impact between a stock market crashing with consumer sentiment and therefore consumer spending and therefore the economy and GDP. So that's why, if you went back to just the other day, we had the highest consumer sentiment number that we've seen in over a year. And why do you think that is? Because the market is the highest it's been in over a year. So when you look back to June of last year, the SPY on today's date of last year, the SPY was around 370. Now we're at 440. So people feel more confident about the economy. They feel richer because their 401k balances are higher, and that promotes spending, which drives the GDP and drives the economy. When the market goes down, people stop spending money because they feel not as rich because their 401ks have gone down. And then consumer spending slows. The stock market's crashing. Something must be wrong. And then it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy to where the economy slows because the stock market's crashing. So markets moving higher matter to the Fed because it gives the Fed a longer leash to do what they need to do.
Here's another great question, man. Won't the job market stay tight since the workforce is still smaller than 2019? I think that's correct. I think he's right.
I think that, I think you are right. So, if you go back and watch any live stream of ours over the last year, I have always said that I believe this entire situation ends with a mild recession. Now, right now, there's no recession in sight, never mind a mild one. But the reason why I always felt that even if you had a recession, it was going to be a mild one, was because the labor market is so tight. The labor market is so strong. And COVID sent such a shockwave through the labor market, the whole labor force, because you pulled forward 2 to 3 years worth of retirements in 1 year, right? Because of COVID. That was like, oh, the hell with this. I'll just retire. So a lot of people retired earlier than they would have. There's usually a certain amount of people every year retire and a certain amount of people graduate and they enter the workforce while these people leave. And there's a balance there. Well, that balance got completely thrown out of whack during COVID. You also had legal immigration get whacked during COVID. So you had all that legal immigration that they then enter the workforce. That saw a drastic decline in legal immigration as well. So you have such an imbalance in the labor force that I always felt that was what would shield us from a severe recession. I don't expect the labor market to really fall apart. Worst case scenario, I think you look at like a 5% unemployment rate, which is normal. 5% is the 20-year average. Right now, we're 3.7. But over the last 20 years, the average unemployment is like 5. So
go ahead, finish your sentence.
I just don't think that you're going to see like 2008, 2009, and then like the early 80s. Like those were severe recessions, and you saw unemployment at 9 to 10%. Right. I don't think
you have Liz saying, when do you think the market will stabilize and pick a direction? Liz, the market is picked a direction.
Yeah, Liz, the market has picked a direction. I mean, the direction is very, very clear. This is not when is the market going to stabilize and pick a direction? The direction has been picked. I mean, this market, folks, is moving higher, ever since that that October low. This is not a when is the market going to stabilize and pick a direction. This direction was chosen months ago. And it has not looked back.
I just don't see how we. I mean, I just feel like something so drastic would have to take place for us to go into a recession at this point.
It's wild, man. So many people are just. You have a lot of really smart people are very dumbfounded right now. Very dumbfounded. Dan Niles, Steve Weiss, Mike Wilson. I mean, these are, Drunken Miller. I mean, these are Wall Street titans that are just like, wow, that we're heavily short the market and we're expecting something severe to happen. And, you look at where we are now and you said, well, what could happen that can make the markets finally go down and make us go into a recession? Well, the things that are still out there would be COVID savings running out. It is anticipated that by October, all of the money that was saved during COVID and everyone being in lockdown and not going to dinners, not going to live sporting events or concerts, not going on vacation, not filling up their gas tank, commuting to work, all of that money that was saved during COVID is expected to run out completely by October. So the question then becomes, October arrives, all of your COVID savings are depleted, but now you have higher credit card debt than you had before because credit card debt has ballooned because people keep spending money. So you have higher credit card debt, and that credit card debt now carries a higher interest rate because interest has gone up, and people are not able to get caught up with their credit cards, paying down their credit card balances with their paying down their credit card balances, right? With the higher numbers there. And then you have commercial real estate. You have commercial real estate coming up, and everyone's expecting these commercial real estate loan defaults next year. It was actually part of the bank stress test. Those are the things that could potentially cause a recession. But right now, there's no recession in sight. Unemployment's 3.7. Nobody is worried about their job. No one is worried about their job. Everyone has a job, and even if you lose your job, you find the job quickly. GDP is 2%. GDP is not 0.2%. It's 2.0 in Q1. So there's just no sign of a recession. But those are the things that are out there. But for now, the economy has been extremely resilient. And I think it all goes back to just how strong the labor market is.
All right. One second. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some people that I think overextended during COVID, but I think the people that are still employed, I mean, I think they're doing just fine.
Yeah, a lot of people are. I go out to eat. I go to a restaurant. It's packed. It's packed. Everywhere you go, it's packed. I go to Yankee Stadium. There's not a seat open. Maybe a little different for the Marlins, but go to Yankee Stadium. Every seat is packed.
Yeah, no, I hear you. All right, so excellent. We had, let's see, how many people? Very nice. We had 60 people that were not members of True Trading Group decided to fill out the form. Yeah, that's really great. So good stuff. What I am going to do here, though, real quick, is I'm just going to run that through. Why don't you take some questions while I do that?
You guys go ahead. Why don't you guys can ask me some questions? We'll do a Q&A while Adam goes through and gets the names ready for the giveaway. But if there's any questions that you guys have for me, just feel free to comment, send your questions right in chat, and I will go ahead and I will answer any questions that you guys have. This is all speculation, correct? I'm not sure what part you're referring to about speculation. I'm not sure what part of the conversation that you're referring to about speculation, but is big money just, I'm sorry, good.
I think they're referring to the part about, that you think that people still have, savings, or that, that right now there is no, I don't know.
Well, that part, that's not speculation. That's data. The data is that people still, and this doesn't go for every single person, right? Like you can't look at it like, oh, but that's not the way that I am. Like, no, you're talking about millions of people, and what's the most common. And the data right now currently shows that people still have their COVID savings. The data still shows that the majority of people that want to be employed are, because the unemployment rate is 3.7%, which is historically extremely low and well below average. And GDP number was 2.0%, which is pretty solid. So that's not speculation. That is fact and data. The speculation part is trying to think about, well, what would happen in the future? Those numbers are data points right now. Okay. That's data points right now. Speculation would be, what happens if people run out of their COVID savings in October? What happens if commercial real estate loans default at $100 billion, total? Like that is speculation. We don't know if those things are going to happen and what the impact of that will be. So that part would be speculation, but the others that I just mentioned previously are fact and data. I have a question. Is big money just shrugging and going with the flow, getting ready for a rug pull so they can sell really high? Are they propping up AI because they have to say that had holding? I do think that a lot of big money is responsible for the move that we've seen in the last month and a half. And the reason why I think big money is responsible for the move that we've seen in the last month and a half is because coming into 2023, the overwhelming majority of hedge funds were positioned defensively. And they were either in larger cash positions than they normally are because they were anticipating a market downturn, or they actually had short positions on. And the economy has held up far better than anybody anticipated. And once the banking crisis showed up, that really solidified people's beliefs that this is it. Here's the recession. Even Tom Lee, who has been a perma-bull, who's been right about everything that he has said since COVID. I mean, everything he has said, he has been correct. And even he, during the banking crisis, when First Republic went under, even he said, this really hurts my bullish thesis. And he said that the chances of a recession have absolutely gone higher following the banking crisis, right? Even he said that. But he still remained bullish. He just adjusted his target. I think his target was 4,800 before the banking crisis. And then he adjusted his target to 4,500 for this year. So obviously still bullish because at the time the SPY was around 390, right? It's around 390, 385 at the time that he said that. So he was still bullish, but even he was like, this is tough. And then AI happened. And AI sent the largest stocks in the market soaring to new highs, and people were not positioned for that. So all of a sudden, big money had to go and they had to add AI exposure. Otherwise, their clients were going to go nuts because it was the new sexy thing on the street was AI. You had to go and you had to buy NVIDIA. You had to buy Broadcom. You had to buy Adobe. You had to buy Meta. You had to buy Alphabet. You had to buy Amazon. You had to buy AMD. You had to buy AI. You had to buy all of these companies. And now the thing is that 7 stocks make up 56% of the NASDAQ 100. Think about that now for a second. 7 out of 100 make up more than half of the total market cap of the NASDAQ 100. 10 stocks are responsible for like 90% of the S&P 500's move higher. And it's Apple and Amazon and Alphabet and Meta and NVIDIA and Tesla. It's those stocks. Those are the stocks that keep moving higher. And that is being driven not necessarily by retail. That's being driven by institutions that came into this year underweight tech and defensively positioned. And now with the bloom of AI, that money had to come into the market. That pushed tech stocks higher. And when tech goes higher, the whole market goes higher because the S&P is a market cap weighted index, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what companies have the biggest market cap in the market? Apple and Microsoft. All you got to do is look at where Apple and Microsoft stock are. Apple, new all-time high. Yep, knocking on $3 trillion market cap again. Okay, so Apple's back to a $3 trillion market cap, new all-time high. Microsoft, sitting right near its all-time high. And that's what these stocks have done. And these are the biggest stocks in the entire market. And that's what's lifting the markets. So I think it is I think it has been driven by bigger money. Liz wants to know, in your opinion, we are not.
One or two more questions, and then we'll do the giveaway. I just need to finish up getting everyone in.
Sure. Liz says, in your opinion, we are not going to have a recession? ? So, Liz, honestly, I think that we're going to have a mild recession. It's just not here yet. It's just not here yet, and I just think that all of your stimulus and your COVID savings and the tight labor market has kept the market afloat and kept the economy afloat much, much longer than anybody had anticipated. But I still think that you're going to have some commercial real estate issues next year. COVID savings will run out, and the Fed is going to keep interest rates higher than people think for longer than people think. And there's not going to be a rate cut. And eventually, I think the economy will slow to a point where you get a pullback in the markets, and then you take advantage of that pullback in the markets, and then you start adding in the long-term portfolio. We added a lot in our long-term portfolio in 2022, 2 different occasions. May and June, it was like 380 on the SPY and 360 on the SPY is where we were adding in the long-term portfolio last year. But I still have some cash on the sideline that I didn't get fully invested in 2022. I got big chunks in, but I still have some cash on the sideline that I have not gotten into those positions. And I would have thought that by now, I would have been starting to put that money to work, but it hasn't happened yet. The economy has stayed stronger than anybody anticipated. So, I can think that all I want, but I'm not just going to be oblivious to the data that's in front of my face. For someone that's just getting into trading, what you suggest they start looking into? Futures, options, stocks? I keep hearing futures the way to go. No. I would not tell you to trade futures if you are just getting started in the stock market. I would tell you that you should learn stocks first. I would tell you to learn stocks first if you're just getting started. I would not suggest that you just jump right into futures. Yes, futures can be the way to go, but just as easily as you can make money in futures, you can blow your account up faster than you can blink your eyes with the leverage that you get on futures. You can lose more money than you have in your account. So my suggestion to you is, if you're just getting started, is to actually not try to trade anything, since you have no idea what you're doing, and go through courses, spend some time to actually absorb the information, and trade on a simulator. Trade on the simulator with fake money, so you can practice implementing what you're learning, prove you can actually make money on a simulator before you start risking your money. What's the point? I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know if you're profitable or not, or you don't know if you're a good trader, why risk $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 of your hard-earned money figuring out that you don't know what you're doing? Most traders, when they start, their P&L curve looks like this. This is what a trader's P&L curve looks like. They start trading, right? I'll start this way. They start trading, and this is the zero line. They start trading, and their P&L does this because they have no idea what they're doing, right? So they just get crushed. They have no idea what they're doing. Then over a period of time, enough trial and error, they kind of learn some stuff, but they're still not educated really. So their P&L curve then starts to shallow, still going down, but it's much, much more shallow versus in the very beginning. And then finally, after another period of time, they've realized they've learned enough that they know what not to do, and their P&L then just flatlines. And usually this flatline moment is when traders get the most frustrated, because they feel like, which is funny, because now you're not losing money, but you're also not making, but you're not losing. But you get more frustrated during that moment than you do when your P&L is doing this, because now you feel like, oh, I've been doing this long enough. I should be successful by this time. And you confuse, I've been doing this for maybe a year or 2 years, with I've been trading for a year or 2 years. No, you haven't. You've been buying and selling stocks and options or futures for 2 years. You have not been trading for 2 years, right? Just because you're buying and selling stuff on Robinhood or Webull doesn't mean that you know what you're actually doing. So your real journey of time frame starts the day that you actually become educated enough to figure out what it is that you should and should not be doing as a trader. So let's skip this part and let's go straight to this part. go through courses, go on the simulator, and then start trading with real money. Which stocks are hot right now?
Don't do that.
What? Don't answer it.
No. I mean that Hansel is so hot right now.
Yes, Big Papa Tanker. It's my pleasure, man. It's my pleasure to answer your question. Which stocks are hot right now? It's still your AI stocks. It's still your AI stocks are still hot.
That Hansel is so hot right now.
You know, it's AI and it's tech. That's what's hot. Mike, are CBDCs going to affect the trading markets after July 1st? I do not believe so. I do not believe so.
All right. So let's do this damn thing. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You want to give the second code word?
Sure do.
All right, Daddy. Second code word is day.
Shocking.
Isn't it?
Second code word is I'm like losing it here. They're staining my floors in the basement, and the stain is coming right up there. Yes, the second code word is day. Second code word is day.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this. I got everyone on the wheel of names. We got 60 total non-members of True Trading Group. Have everyone, there are people that are sending me the code words now. You are disqualified. Ay. Ay, Dios mijo. You guys gotta wait. All right, you gotta wait until we do it. So, Joe, you got the number on the screen. You see that number on the screen? That's my cell phone number. Okay. Go ahead, 786-505-4221. If your name comes up on the screen, that means you are a winner. And if it doesn't, that means you're a loser. No, I'm just kidding. All right, you ready? Let's do this. And spinny, spin. First one, you got 5 minutes. Text that number with your name and the 2 code words, only if it comes up. Let's see who we got. Luai Alawami.
Luai Alawami. Congratulations.
I am almost positive that this person is not a member.
I've never seen that name before, so.
I've never seen that name before in my life. All right, let me double check.
Luai Alawami. Congrats. You've got 5 minutes to send a text message to the phone number that is at the bottom of the screen and give us both code words.
So, actually,
They are a member?
they are a member.
Excellent. You have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to send a text to the number at the bottom of the screen with both code words.
Oh, wait. I could be wrong. I am wrong. Okay, I don't know where this person came from, I guess. Hang on. Cool. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they remember.
Cool. All right, you got 5 minutes.
All right, you wanna spin again?
Yep, let's do it.
Let's see what we got. I am a member, Adam. Well, when you send me just that, I don't know who you are. So that's not helpful. Oh, it is. He got it. Well, he said that he is a member, but he hasn't given me the 2 code words yet.
All right.
He's texting me, though.
How you know
Give me
it's
the
a
code words.
How you know it's a he?
I don't know. Code word 1 is all right. They got the first code word. What's the second one? The next one is okay. They got it. So
all right. Congrats. $500 in the books.
All right. You ready?
Congrats. Congrats, Y.
Spinning again.
Wheel. Good luck, guys. 2 more to go. And what do we got? Who's it going to be? Round and round we go. Sunday. Anthony Capola. Congratulations, Anthony Capola. You have 5 minutes to send a text message to 786-505-4.
They are a member as well.
Yes, they are a member as well. You have 5 minutes to send a text.
Oh, is that Anthony Capola from the Capolas? No, just kidding.
My barber's last name is Capola.
Hey.
See? Yeah. Yeah, 5 minutes, Anthony. 786-505-4221. You got to give us both code words. $500 is yours.
Hang on, let me check something real quick. Because it might not be.
What do we got?
Hang on 1 second. Weird.
What's weird?
Give me a moment.
I'm going to give you more than a moment. Anybody have a question for me while we wait for Adam's moments?
Somebody say moment?
Moment. Micron. Lance wants to know about Micron. Lance, I will gladly talk about Micron. Micron is at a massive level of support, and they came out with earnings. The earnings were actually pretty good, but it's this whole issue with China that's got people worried. They said all the right things in their conference call. They said AI 1,357 times. I'm kidding. They didn't say it that many, but they said AI plenty of times to get everybody excited, but the stock still sold off today. You had the big gap up today on earnings. This stock was actually this morning. This stock was actually all the way up here. Okay, and the pre-market session was all the way here, and then it just smashed all the way down to $63.50. But that $63.50 level is a huge level of support, and I'll show you guys in the daily chart. You see all this flat resistance right here from last year and earlier this year, and now you're back on this zone. I actually think that it's probably it's probably more likely that you get a candle tomorrow that looks something like this. I think maybe you bounce back to like $65 tomorrow on Micron.
In a second, I'm going to let you know if Anthony actually won it, but I don't think that he did.
What does that mean? How could he not actually? Is it because he's a non-active member? Is that why?
No, they may be using a different email address, which of course they are. That's why. Okay, he won. The email address that they used for the giveaway was a Gmail versus the Hotmail email address they signed up to True Trading Group with. So I saw it as somebody that was not a member that somehow got the members only link. So I was confused. All right. Very good. Moving on.
Well, Anthony, the clock's ticking, brother. You only got a couple minutes.
He got it. He sent me the message already.
Oh, all right. Anthony Capola, congratulations. $500 in your pocket. Congrats. We got one more to go, folks. Good luck.
Here we go.
Let's do the damn thing, Adam. Let's do it. Spin that wheel. Round and round we go.
It is spinning.
It is. Hope you guys all noticed the sniper trading robot in the center. And the winner is Dan. Damn it. Jason Powell. Jason Powell.
Did Jay Powell just win $500?
Jay Powell just won $500. Maybe they don't have to raise rates anymore. Jay Powell, congratulations. You've got 5 minutes to send a text message to the phone number at the bottom of the screen with both code words, and $500 then belongs to you.
You know who this is?
Is it JP?
JP Therapy.
That's what I thought it was. It's exactly who I thought it was. When the name came up, I was like, that's JP Therapy.
Sure is. Another lifetime member.
Yep, lifetime member. So JP Therapy, congratulations, brother. And they're a lifetime member.
And also, just so that you can see that I really did have them all in here, you could see that I had all the people that were not members. I added you all in here as well. So, yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, everyone was added. So that was really fun. That was fun. So congratulations to all of our winners. Well, I hopefully JP Therapy's on the live. And hopefully he sends you the text message within the next 5 minutes. Otherwise, we'll spin again. But JP Therapy, congrats. You got to send us the code words.
All right. Very good. All right. So that is going to do it for that.
Very cool.
How often do you do these giveaways? I'm thinking I may start doing them daily. You know? If you're not a member of True Trading Group, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I may do this like daily.
No.
Huh?
No.
No, not for $1,500, but maybe $500 daily. Why not?
All right.
Why not, dude?
I mean, listen, that's exciting. That's fun, cool stuff. $500. Everyone's got a chance.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool, you know? So, someone said time consuming. Yes, but so is life.
Well, I mean, if we do it every day, we'll do it a hell of a lot faster. You know, we're not going to drag it out because we have to. You got to realize this time we have to send out the jot form. People have to sign up. I have to take the names, move them over. You know, it won't be like that if we do it every day. You know, so it won't take us this long. It'll go much faster.
Somebody goes, your tires are here. Then they said, disregard that message. I don't have tires for you. I said, I'm aware. Thank you.
Okay.
Because they seemed worried, like they would think that they had tires for me.
Right. I understand.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. So, bada bing, bada boom. And that's it.
Yeah. So what I would like to do real quick, guys, is I want to go over with you guys. And I was planning on talking about this today, but then I had someone actually send a message in chat that was asking me how I build my watch list in the mornings. And I think it would be, I think that's something that we can go over here on this live route. And then we'll talk about what we think about the SPY and everything going into tomorrow. So let's talk about the SPY and everything first. And let's talk about the inflation data tomorrow. So tomorrow we're getting PCE inflation data. Now, the PCE number that you're getting tomorrow is going to be very important. Now, this is similar, like you said, to this is similar to like a CPI number, but it's a little bit different in the way that it is calculated and the weightings that certain categories are given. And the Fed really relies heavily on PCE. CPI gets all the attention because CPI comes out first, and CPI and PCE are usually pretty similar. But in Jerome Powell's press conference, when he gave his speech after the Fed announced that they are pausing rate hikes, he said specifically, if you look at the core PCE over the last 6 months, he said, we've not really made progress. He said that 3 times in his press conference. He did not say CPI. He specifically referenced PCE, core PCE. So I think the market's going to pay pretty close attention to the core PCE number that comes out tomorrow. If you recall, the core CPI number is the number that was a lot higher than the regular headline CPI number. CPI came in at 4.0, but the core CPI was 5.3. That is a huge discrepancy. So, and the month prior, the headline was 4.9. It dropped to 4.0. The core was 5.5. It only dropped to 5.3. So that core CPI number has been a pain in the ass. So now the core PCE number may also be a pain in the ass. If you get a higher than expected core PCE number, that would surprise the markets, and that can cause the markets to sell back down to 431. And 431 would be the support level that we've been holding. You know, you look back, that's the resistance level that you had back here, and then right here. Okay, so these are your resistance levels, 1, 2, 3, right? You can see that heavy resistance that you had there. Then you broke through, clean through that, and the market's pulled back. You pulled back, and that level has now held. Okay, and now you're starting to push to the upside. A higher than expected core CPE number, I think, does this. I think does this to the stock market tomorrow. I think you would get a significant down day. I think you would probably close down around, I don't know, 434-ish, or you'd probably drop 4, 5, 6 points maybe if the core PCE number is higher than expected. If it is under expectations and it's actually better than the core CPI number, then you have more upside. You have more upside in this market, and you would look for us to break above this resistance level that you have at 438 to 439. To show you this resistance level, we'll go to a 15-minute chart. I want to just draw this out for you guys. Here is that resistance level around 438, and you can see that's highs of the day from today, and that's gap entry and high of the day from the 20th. So once you break through,
hey, real quick, I just want to say something here. So Eric S., who is a True Trading Group member, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to read something that's really important. I'm sorry for putting him on blast, but oh wow, this was old. Oh, never mind. I thought this was recent. It's not recent. It's old, but I think it's something still cool to read nonetheless.
Okay.
Good morning to you all. Adam, you helped me out last time I had a situation, so I want to tell you first, I have been with a lot of struggles and had to go back to the workforce, but I'm going through the TTG paloozas, red to green, and everything I can grasp. This past month, I was able to go from a very small account of $200 to $1,200 trading options. I use my cell phone and trade out of it. That's the reason I can't answer back when listening all day long. Thank you to Mike and the mods.
Wow, that's amazing.
Followed up with a different message from a steward that says, don't play with me, you poor ass people breaking in people's privacy, trying to get a lawsuit. I have been working for 17 years and never had a problem passing a background check. I've been helping high profile coaches win championships.
What?
That is verbatim. I just thought that was the most batshit crazy thing that I had ever heard in like at least 6 months. So I wanted to share it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, internet people are off the chain.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's winning championships. He's like a drunk and angry Ted Lasso.
It's pretty good.
All right, Coach. I hope you're still here.
Yeah, no, they're still here.
Hope
So
you're still-
this with the SPY, like I said, that resistance level, and then the gap fill takes you right up here to 439. Oops, wrong drawing tool. So that takes you right up to 439, and a lower than expected PCE number, I think, clears us out of this level, and I think would give you a breakout candle through this level, and then I think that the uptrend, honestly, would probably reach 442.50. I think you'd probably see a little bit more of an upside move going into the holiday if the number is under expectations on the core. Really the only number that I think the market's going to care about is the core PCE number. So you could have a situation where the PCE number is, let's say, in line with expectations, but the core number is higher. The markets, I think, would go down. So I think really you're going to care about the core PCE number, and we'll see what that number brings tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. when that number is released. All right. So there's that. Now I want to talk to you guys real quick. I'll talk to you briefly about just kind of like building a watch list, and I'll break this up into different segments. And today we'll just talk about how I build my watches for small caps. Okay. Because I do build my watch list differently for small caps than I do large caps. They're different processes. And they're different lists. So with small caps, the way that I go about building my watches for small caps is the first thing that I'll do is I'll check top gainers of the day. What are the stocks that are gapping up the most? Now that could be any stock that's gapping up, 15% or higher, right? But that's going to be a very long list of stocks. Too long of a list for me to focus on. So I've got to narrow it down. How do I go about narrowing down that process? Start with top gainers, then say, which one of these stocks is trading above its average daily volume in the pre-market session? So if a stock normally trades 100,000 shares a day and pre-market it's already traded 10 million, well, that's something that is obviously trading above average volume. We're going to want to pay attention to that one. You can have a stock that's gapping up 20%, but it's only traded 20,000 shares. I don't care about those stocks when there's no volume like that. So that's how I filter through that's my first filter. Highest gappers, then higher than average volume. But even that list is still too long. Still too many stocks. You can't focus on that many. Maybe I started with 20 stocks. Now I'm down to 14. Still too many. Then I'll say, okay, out of these 14 stocks that are gapping up, that have higher than usual volume, which ones have a catalyst that warrants this gap up in this price action? Is there a piece of news regarding a phase 2 clinical trial? Is there a government contract that was awarded? Is there news within the sector that this company operates in? Is there a reason why the stock is gapping up 30% today? The ones that do not have a valid reason get filtered off the list. The ones that do stay. So maybe now I went from 20 stocks to 14, and maybe now I've gone from 14 to 9. Still too many stocks to focus on. So then out of those 9 stocks that are gapping up, that have higher than usual volume, that have a fundamental catalyst and reason for this move, I then go ahead and I look at the daily charts. And what I will then at that point do is I will look and see which one of these stocks has the best looking daily chart that I see. Is there a clear setup here? And what I will typically like to see is which one of these stocks is above key resistance levels. So if I look at a chart and I say for the last 3 years, this stock had resistance at $10 and it's gapping up to $11.20, that stock's going to stay on the watch list. Versus a stock that has, for the last 3 years, there's been a resistance at $7, and the stock is currently, yesterday the stock was at $3, and today it's at $6.20, resistance at $7. That stock will then get moved down towards the bottom of my list, and I'll set a price alert for if it gets over $7, then I'll pay attention to it if it gets over $7. So that's how I'll go about prioritizing based on daily chart and really narrow my watch list from 20 stocks maybe down to 4 or 5. And that's how I go about prioritizing and building my watch list when it comes to trading small caps. I hope you guys found that helpful. All right. Any questions? Any questions about anything that I just said or anything that I just covered, whether it was PCE or if it was the SPY price action or if it was building a watch list? Anything in anything in particular? If you guys have any questions, now's the time to ask.
Also, for all members, the chat room is now open. Chris is going to start at 6:15, but the main chat room is now open.
Excellent. Fantastic. So TTG fam, get your butts on over into the main chat room. Chris Toner is going to start his open study group at 6:15. It is now 5:37, so you guys have a couple of minutes. All right. So, folks, that concludes the educational part of the live and the lessons. What I'll do now is I'll actually show you the platform for those of you that are interested in the membership. If you guys are not interested in the membership, you guys can sign off the live stream. Before you go, subscribe to the channel, though, and smash that like button. But for those of you that are interested, you guys want to take advantage of the 8:10 price point before the price goes up at midnight tonight. Like I said, midnight tonight, that price is going up. All right, so I want to make sure you guys understand exactly what the $810 price point is going to get you, because it is an all-inclusive membership for all of our courses and for all of our tools. So let's go through it. You will see the chat room is on our screen. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screens. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades. We're with you from pre-market all the way through till the after hours. So we're not gone after an hour and you're just left to fend for yourself. Okay, you can also use the mobile app. The mobile app will let you see the screen share, listen to the audio, and also receive real-time push notifications when the moderators enter and exit trades. This way, if you're not in front of your computer, as long as you have your cell phone, you can follow along with everything that we're doing during the day. You'll also get 2 private study group sessions with our mods so you can speed up your learning curve. We have a study group session going on today at 6:15. If you join, you can go right in. You can join Chris Toner, one of our option traders that's been trading options for over 20 years, and he's given a free study group session today at 6:15. You can attend that. You'll also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, which will cost you over $1,000 a year on your own. If you go to Benzinga, it's included when you join TTG for 810. You also get congressional trading data, so you can track the trades made by Congress. And you can track trades also made by management. So you can track management trades through insider trading to see when management buys or sells stocks, their own stocks. And then you'll get TradingView's premium charting software. That's about $600 a year if you go to TradingView directly. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform so you guys can see what stocks we're focusing on. A simulator from ETNA lets you trade stocks, options, and crypto and futures with fake money but real-time data. You get our proprietary scanner, lets you create your own custom scans, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. It's all included, guys. This is very expensive data that you guys need. It helps, but it's expensive. It's included when you join TTG. You also get a trading journal that tracks your trades and breaks it down to the statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you know how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. And then watch lists. You guys will be able to get a watch list each day from the moderators with what stocks we're focusing on with entry points and exit points. You know where to focus your attention before the day even begins. Take the guessing out of trading. Then you will get all of our courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training that I received when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. You get access to all of it as a member. There are no upsells for VIP or pro courses. Every course is included for the 810. You will also get a video library with 600 hours of workshops and webinars covering different topics. And then you can attend all these when you guys become actually full-time members. Gang, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group, but if you do, and you go through our courses and pass our quizzes, attend one study group, and utilize the platform that you subscribe to, and are unable to make back $810 at least once during your membership, I'll give you back $1,620. That's the deal. I can do that because you've only had to give a refund to roughly 2.4% of our users. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with 2,200 reviews, and 78% of our members have renewed their membership or have upgraded to become a lifetime member. That's why I can offer you double your money back without batting an eye. Go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $810. You have until midnight, and that price goes up. The price will not be cheaper for July 4th. $810 is the cheapest that you're going to be able to get a membership to True Trading Group. Tomorrow, the price is going to be higher. On July 4th, the price is going to be higher. We're going to continue to walk that price up till we get back up towards 1,800. So have a great night tonight, folks. My TT fam, you guys can head on into the chat room now for the study group session. If you guys have not done so already, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. and subscribe to the channel, obviously. And I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Take care, everyone.